أصوات الطيران يحلق في المدينة. الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر.
This American airstrike near the Syrian-Turkish border had one key target: oil.
الله أكبر عليكم الله أكبر.
In a small town called Tal Abyad in Syria, an ISIS oil refinery was hit by the attack. The plant was likely processing crude oil from one of the several fields that ISIS now controls in Iraq and Syria. All told, black market oil feeds an estimated $1 million a day into the Islamic State's coffers.
ISIS control of oil is an essential aspect of their financing and their logistical support.
Iraq's oil black market goes back decades. Facing UN sanctions, Saddam Hussein encouraged individuals to smuggle oil, and it became normal for people to personally own tanker trucks. And in this archival footage, trucks carrying basic dry goods like flour have custom undercarriages equipped for transporting oil.
Being able to sell a tanker of oil for several $1,000s of pure profit is a huge incentive to do something dangerous.
Turkey has always been one of the main paths for oil smugglers because it's a natural port. So if you can get the oil as far as Turkey, you can then get it to move on to the European markets.
During the American occupation of Iraq, Al-Qaeda ran the smuggling routes, again relying on regular Iraqis. Today, ISIS has inherited them. And even as Turkey cracks down hard on smuggling from ISIS territories, the terrorist group still has power in pricing the oil. A barrel of oil originally sold by ISIS for $25 can sell for around $70 on the international market, covering the cost of bribes and still ensuring a profit.
So if $25 a barrel wasn't doing it, hey, why not 15? ISIS still gets to make money, but now the economic incentives are even greater for the drivers and the middlemen, the border guards and buyers to look the other way or to participate in financing a terrorist organization.
The question is, how low will ISIS allow the prices to go, and what risks are drivers willing to take?
One of the easy solutions here for the United States and its allies would simply be to blow up these trucks on their way to Turkey. American officials have been reluctant to do that so far, and they've been reluctant because it's not clear that the truck drivers themselves who would be killed in such an attack are themselves members of ISIS.
While that debate continues, airstrikes on ISIS's oil refineries have had some effect.
By striking these types of facilities, we reduce their ability to generate the funds and the fuel required to sustain their operations.
No matter how much crude ISIS controls, if they don't have anywhere to refine it and they don't have anywhere to sell it, then it becomes almost useless to them.
Now ISIS is growing desperate for fuel. There are reports they are digging pits in the ground, filling them with oil and lighting them on fire. Clearly, a very crude way to refine the oil. And along the border of ISIS territories, border guards are being bribed with thousands of dollars to allow trucks loaded with fuel to come back into ISIS territories.
The important thing here is that this indicates that there's a really strong demand for fuel in ISIS territory, which also indicates a shortage of fuel in ISIS territory.
ISIS has grander ambitions. It actually wants to control territory. That also means, though, they're responsible for providing for the people in that territory, and that means they need fuel. So if you can deprive ISIS of their fuel, you can deprive them of their ability in many ways to administer one of the basic needs of the state.